Since we saved the Northern Water Tribe, Aang has learned to be a pretty good waterbender. That leaves 2 more.
Fuck you. He learned waterbending off screen? Oh, fucking Christ, bro. In the original, he spends the entirety of Book 1 slowly honing his skills as a waterbender with Katara as they both learn how to do the fucking thing that the entire season, Book 1, water, is about. Waterbending. But in this one, whenever Katara is practicing, instead of having Aang practice alongside her, he just gives her some generic bullshit fucking spiritual Buddhist advice and then fucks off instead of doing the one thing that the season is about. And now, at the beginning of season 2, we're just going to establish that he learned waterbending and did all that training and bonding with Katara off screen. Fuck you. Yeah, and that's clearly not the same actor. We keep seeing we keep seeing the back of his head, and I'm like, why are we seeing the back of his head? Why can't we see Aang's face? That's because Aang has turned into fucking Zuko. He has grown tall as fuck. You know, Zuko from that episode where he was having bad dreams and then he woke up with arrow on his head. That's Aang now. So when they were shooting season 2, they clearly didn't have the same size of actor that they did in season 1. So now they have to get a body double for him to put this freaking dumbass retcon that he was learning waterbending off screen. It's just crazy to think that they got a random bald kid to come and stand in place of Aang simply because he hit a growth spurt and now he can't play the same character that he was in season 1 that they are trying to retcon right now.
Even though he has more to learn, we believe Aang can save the world.
Fuck you. It's I believe Aang can save the world, not we. You individually as Katara believes he can save the world, not we. What do you mean, we? What the fuck is this? Run the clip.
He has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe Aang can save the world.
There, don't you see? It's fucking perfect. What's with all this low-key, subtextual, metatextual fucking Katara hatred? In the first season, you took her intro and gave it to Kyoshi for no fucking reason. And now that she has her intro back, you're taking away her agency by spreading her beliefs into other people. Do you think Sokka fucking believes Aang can save the world? He's just here to protect his sister. He's along for the ride and he likes the vibe. He doesn't believe shit. Nobody believes shit. It's Katara. It all hinges on her. She's the heart of the team. She believes Aang can save the world. I believe Aang can save the world, not we. What are you doing? Boy, it sure is lucky that the Aang gang showed up at the exact right moments that these guys were about to be barbecued. Just 2 seconds later and they'd all be fucking dead right now. I'll admit, the waterbending looks really cool. This is really innovative stuff right here that we're seeing. And I do like the fact that they try to make it seem like Aang isn't yet a master of waterbending by having Katara correct his form. And it's also pretty good that Sokka is getting some action. He's beating up some firebenders. But you can't really try and tell me that Aang is still trying to learn waterbending. Meanwhile, in the opening scene, we clearly just saw Katara be amazed at his amazing waterbending skills at the beginning of the episode. And then right after she corrects his form, he goes on to do some of the best waterbending we've ever fucking seen. So is he a beginner? Is he a master? Is he still in training? I'm getting mixed fucking signals here. And Sokka, you know I love me some Sokka, my favorite character from the fucking OG cartoon TV show. But why are the firebenders who have firebending abilities that can shoot projectile fireballs closing the distance? Why not just burn him? Why are you attacking him with melee weapons? Why are you attacking him with your fist? You're firebenders. He has a stick. Shoot him with some fucking fire. I also don't like that they gave Aang a fucking generic, overplayed, overdrawn out fucking dumbass superhero landing, because that's not fucking Aang. And why is he looking so fucking serious? He's a goofy 12-year-old kid who is a pacifist who doesn't like to fight and only engages in aversive, evasive conflict only when necessary to save the lives of people that are innocent or the people that he loves. I'm also not sure why you gave Sokka your staff so you could do some fucking waterbending. He's not your fucking handyman. He's the leader of the group. Show my guy some fucking respect, Aang. What the fuck? And why exactly were these fucking Fire Nation soldiers waiting for Aang to learn how to do the right waterbending technique for him to waterbend away their general before they started attacking him with fireballs. You know he's the Avatar, you know what he looks like, you know how dangerous he is. Attack! Stop doing this fucking Thanos at the end of Endgame shit where you're waiting for the good guys to rally up so that they can attack you. I don't even know why you're still carrying around that fucking stuff. Need I remind you, at the beginning of episode 1 of season 1, we established that Aang can fly, canonically, in 2 different scenes. He flew in the past, and then when he woke up, he flew in the present.
Hey, Flea Man!
What even is this scene with Sokka? First of all, I get that you have to draw their attention away from the fucking people that you're trying to save so they come and attack you instead, but why are you announcing your attack? You could just attack one of them with a sneak attack and then the rest will look back and come and try and fight you. 2, why are the firebenders fucking closing the distance? They have fireballs, shooting with fireballs. 3, he attacks 2 of them, then throws his boomerang at the 3rd one. The person that gets hit with the boomerang bends over in the exactly perfect way that gives Sokka an assist for him to do a stylish choreographed rollover to then go and attack the 4th guy, but actually he doesn't attack the 4th guy. The 4th guy charges at him, stops right when Sokka lands. Sokka turns around to hit the guy he just did a barrel roll over. The 4th guy is still waiting for Sokka to attack him. After he finishes attacking the 3rd guy, he then turns around and attacks the 4th guy. Why are they helping Sokka kick their ass? What? Look, I know this is most likely a dumbass unnecessary YouTuber freaking metatextual nitpick, but they acknowledge Aang's growth spurt in the TV show in episode 1 with Kyoshi, but how long exactly does that take? Because in the real world, season 1 was shot at the beginning of 2022 and then season 2 was shot at the beginning of 2025. That's a 3-year time gap. It took him 3 years to grow however long he has grown right now. But in the original show, right after they defeat the Fire Nation at the Northern Water Tribe, they go straight into being harassed and trying to be taken advantage of by that Earth Kingdom guy. They spend maybe 3 days there, then they get to the Cave of Lovers and then they get to Omashu. That takes them maybe 2 days. So canonically, them going from the Water Tribe to Omashu takes them less than a week. 6 days at the most. Are we meant to believe that in the Netflix season 2 TV show it took Aang a week to go from being 5'3" to 6 feet tall? Okay.
I bet one of you guys has a key for this, don't you?
Yeah, keep closing the distance. It's not like you're a firebender who has projectile fireballs that you could use to flame his fucking house from a distance. But sure, run at him, attack him, and let him use his airbending projectile weapon to attack you instead. Really nice. It's also very strange seeing this actor, I should learn his name, but it's also very strange seeing this actor hunch over to accommodate for the fact that Aang is not supposed to be as tall as he is right now. So he has to hunch over to make himself look smaller so that his 12-year-old kid physical comedy goofy line jokes from the original TV show lands better on his adult freaking 6'8" freaking human body.
I'll see you another time, my friend.
I don't know why you keep calling each other friend and old friends when you literally tried to kill him for no reason in the last season, but okay.
Pretty language. Pretty enough. For last words.
General.
Make room underground for 2 new prison guards.
The Lo and Lee sisters are the wise, old, elderly royal advisors of Azula. They are not fucking comic relief characters. In their first appearance, they are training her on how to perfect her technique with lightning bending and manipulation. In their second appearance, they are the ones who advise her that moving with all this fucking baggage of the fleet, the ships, the people, the advisors, everybody, in her attempts to both track the Avatar and kidnap or capture her fucking brother, it's not going to be advisable because she would lose the element of surprise. That's their job. They're not cracking fucking jokes and making quirky, snarky remarks at each other while Azula laughs, while her Fire Lord father, who she fears, reveres, and respects, stands right in front of her. What are we doing? They don't become comic relief characters until Book 3, Season 3, and that's only because they believe the Avatar is dead, so the war is over and they are relaxing and chilling at the beach. That's when they are allowed to be relaxed and chill and calm. Why is Netflix so obsessed with jumping the gun and taking things from future seasons when we've not even established the ground in the present season to make it justifiable for us to do the things in the future seasons? Also, they are literally in the middle of the Fire Lord's war meeting with his high admirals, high generals, war ministers, and the princess of the Fire Nation. The last time a person spoke out in the middle of the Fire Lord's war meeting, he got a permanent scar on his face, and that was the Fire Lord's son. What do you think is supposed to happen to these two old women who are here making jokes in front of the fucking Fire Lord in the middle of his war meeting? Why aren't they dead right now? I'm still deeply appalled and offended at the fact that we have to keep looking at the Fire Lord's fucking face. Meanwhile, for the entirety of season 1 and season 2 of the original animated show, his face was hidden for mysteriously ominous reasons. Now he just looks goofy, standing around watching Azula mouth off her fucking dumbass plans to him. I also don't know why Azula is wearing a dress for no fucking reason. She's a warrior, so she's always battle ready in her battle armor. She only wears a dress at the end of the show when she's about to become Fire Lord. Oops, scratch all of that. I just double checked and it turns out I made a mistake. She wasn't wearing a fucking dress, she was wearing a robe. And on the day of her coronation, she was still wearing fucking battle armor. Why is she wearing a dress in this fucking Netflix life?
And it's too high. I'm just a kid.
So am I.
Bro, Aang, come on, man. You pay taxes. You have a 401k, bro. The fuck you mean? So am I. I'm just a kid just like you. Oh, hello, fellow youngsters. Bro, you... In about 2 episodes, you're going to have a full-on beard. What are you talking about right now? The Serpent's Path storyline in this Netflix adaptation doesn't even make any sense because in the original, the gang had lost Appa, so they had no means of traveling the way they usually do through air, so they had to jump on a ferry. And in the process of getting on the ferry, they met a family who had their passport stolen or misplaced or whatever the fuck, so they abandoned their ticket and offered to carry the family on their own personal trip to protect them and keep them safe or whatever the fuck. So they had to go through the Serpent's Path. The only reason they're on the Serpent's Path is because they don't have Appa and they're trying to guide this family to Ba Sing Se. Now, in the Netflix version, for some reason, they are accompanying random refugees from Omashu to a safe place for some reason, even though they were fine to be left alone before in the original show. And now they are going on the Serpent's Path even though they have Appa who can just fly the elderly, the women and the children across, come back and take the men and then do 2 or 3 round trips and that's it, it's done. Even if the firebenders are on their trail, you can just have Aang, Katara and Sokka stay behind with those who are waiting for Appa to go on the round trip and defend them from the Fire Nation soldiers because they were so great at doing it before. Why does anybody need to be on the fucking Serpent's Path now if they have Appa? This doesn't make any sense. Does Netflix actually understand the material that they are adapting, or are they just jumping from iconic plot points to iconic plot points?
I won't let any of you fall.
Then why didn't you just let them wait and hitch a ride on Appa? What the fuck?
Just kidding, I got this.
Stop hanging out with Sokka.
I'm still not a fan of this constant Sokka disrespect. He's not your fucking butler. Why do you keep handing him your staff? In the original, either Aang just isn't with his staff for some reason when he's bending, or he incorporates it into his fighting style and moves. Sokka is your team lead strategist. Stop making him hold your stick. Also, I understand they have to account for the fact that they haven't met Toph yet because they are mangling this fucking storyline, so they can't really have them go that deep into the water because they don't have an earthbender to earthbend them to the top of the water when the Unagi, or is it the fucking when the serpent attack, the Unagi is from the Kyoshi Island, I think. But in the process of trying to account for that one little plot change that they made, the water is too shallow. It's incredibly fucking shallow. This is not even an ocean. It's barely a lake. The water is barely 9 feet tall. That's a giant fucking serpent. There's no way that serpent is going to be able to maneuver around in such fucking shallow waters. It doesn't make any sense.
Put them back. Put
them back.
Bro, Zuko, my man, you just stole from a pregnant lady and her husband. What moral high ground are you trying to stand on right now? So what you're saying is stealing is bad, except when you do it? Aight.
Where is it?
In a little town called Nunya. None your business.
Well, that also doesn't make any fucking sense because in the original, the two kids were talking to themselves. Aang overheard them and then asked for the location of the Earth realm battle mortal. The fight, he asked for the location of the fight and then they were like, none of your business. In this one, the Aang gang are just talking to themselves and then the boys interrupt them like, oh, you can go win money at this place. And then he's like, where is it? And they're like, none of your business. So why the fuck did you come tell him about it in the...
This is the Avatar? Zuzu, he's a little boy.
Actually, he's taller than you, he's taller than your brother, he's taller than your fucking Fire Lord. So you might want to relax, young lady. But that just looks fucking pathetic. In the actual animated TV show, they were surrounding her. They were around her, they formed a fucking semicircle or quarter semicircle. She was surrounded. She was in a corner, but now it just looks like you guys are in the corner. She put you guys in the corner and you're trying to like, oh, huddle up, we can beat her if we come together. This looks weak and pathetic. Look at this side by side. Which one do you think looks more intimidating? I'm pretty sure all four of you are taller than her right now. Why does she still look like the imposing figure in this frame? Well, this fight scene doesn't make any fucking sense because why hasn't Toph just trapped her feet the same way she did to the boulder a few scenes ago? Or why hasn't she swallowed her with the earth the same way she did with herself in the fight when she saw that the guy from her family came and was looking for the Avatar and she was hiding from him? There's literally like 5 seconds where she just pauses and does nothing right after she attacks Iroh, and none of you thought to attack her. None of you thought to throw a boulder, a water, an air, a fan, nothing. You just watched her attack Iroh and then escape. In the animation, you guys all immediately attack her at once, then she creates a diversion that she uses to escape. But sure, just stare at her and watch her escape. That's perfect. That's great. Oh, such an improvement on the original material. Oh, chef's fucking kiss, bro.
I'm sorry, Avatar. You may be confused. There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
The fact that we're already in Ba Sing Se and we didn't get the library episode, the desert storyline, a proper Serpent's Pass plotline, the drill, and Appa's lost days, some of the most fundamental and memorable storylines in the entirety of the fucking TV show, is such a fucking shame. The fact that Netflix decided to cut Appa's lost days of all fucking storylines from their live action adaptation just shows you that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. One of the most emotionally potent storylines in the entirety of the show just left on the cutting room floor. Why? So we can have fucking Zuko and Iroh picking yams? Oh god. So I guess this statement I made at the beginning of my Netflix Avatar Season 1 video has now been made utterly fucking redundant. By giving Aang the ability to calm himself down by scrolling through a few memories, you take away that deep connection Katara has with him as his lightning rod who literally grounds him to reality. So when this scene rolls around in book 2, it's not going to mean anything.
What's taking so long?
Jet, there's a lot more food here.
So?
We could feed the others.
What others?
I guess it wasn't bad enough we had to character assassinate Zuko. Now we need to do the same thing to Jet. Jet is crazy. His first priority is to destroy the Fire Nation by any means necessary, including putting the lives of innocent people in danger. But his second priority is helping people, thinking that he's a good guy, doing good things. What was even the point of asking Zuko to help them in this iteration if they're not even going to like get a lot quick lots. English is hard. What's the point of asking Zuko for help if they're not going to get enough food for everybody? Why exactly did we make this change? Why is Jet opposed to helping people who are starving on the boats? What is it? No. My primary problem with this show, no, that's not true. My primary problem is all the plot butchering and character assassination that have been going on here. But my secondary, which is just as bad as the primary, is just it's boring. The show is fucking boring, bro. It's not an animated show anymore. So all the whimsy and the life and the goofiness and the youthful exuberance that all the characters and plot points had is gone. Now it's just a bunch of people talking and pretending to be children and doing a pale imitation of something great that we already fucking had. This doesn't need to exist. Or even if it does exist, you could do it in a way that it's something like Riverdale or that Bel Air remake where you're doing a more mature version. They're not even like trying to stick the landing or go full-fledged into the mature version. They're just doing the kid version again, but with live action, and it's bad. I understand that Sokka has PTSD from losing what's her name, Yue and the North Pole, but do we need to spend 3 fucking episodes on Sokka avoiding his feelings when we could have just had Appa's Lost Days, when we could have had the fucking drill? Where the fuck are all those great storylines where now we're forced to watch people at parties trying to get married to Toph? Oh god. Another perfect personification of the enshittification of this fucking TV show and great IP is the Painted Lady, which again doesn't come for another fucking season. It's not meant to be in this season, it's the next season, but for some reason I guess we're doing it here. In the show, the Painted Lady was operating on a lake, on a fucking lake town where there was water everywhere. So when she moves, she's gliding on the water, she's water bending and she's flowing with the water. Here, she just looks like a goofy human being that's running away, doing a bad impersonation of the Naruto run. What is this? What is this? Why is she running? The Painted Lady doesn't run, she glides on water. But because there's no water, because this is not a lake town, because we're not in the Fire Nation yet. Oh god, bro, this needs to end. This needs to fucking end, bro. At least with season 1, I could understand. Oh, it's a fresh season. You don't know if you're gonna get a season 2. You don't know if you're gonna be liked. You don't know if you're gonna get another fucking M. Shyamalan type situation. So you have to do as many What? So you have to do as many famous plot lines as you can and get it in there while you're making the show. But it's popular. People like it for some fucking reason. You can do season 2 now. Wait until you can do the things for season 3 and put them there where they're supposed to be. Stop trying to retroactively jam things meant for season 3 into season 2 for no reason. What's the point of that? I'm barely halfway through and I'm already tired of this. This is boring. The bending looks cool, but this is all just boring, bro. I wish I could watch the better version of this, the original, the animated cartoon. That's what I should be watching, not fucking this. This doesn't need to exist. Oh. What? Netflix, what are we doing here? What? You made Zuko steal from a pregnant lady and her husband. Why are you trying to make him altruistic again? What is supposed to be achieved by watching him steal money from the rich people and give it to the poor people when we just saw him steal from regular people a few episodes ago? I'm literally in the middle of watching episode 4 right now, and I have been dozing off since the beginning, partially on my phone, partially sleeping, not fully paying attention. But from what I can see, it's just a low budget knockoff rip-off of Tales of Ba Sing Se episode mixed with characters from the Painted Lady, the Library, the Bitter Work episode. The Blue Spirit is also here fighting crime with the Painted Lady because I guess that's what the fans always wanted to see. A highly anticipated fan favorite collab, I'm sure. Zhong, Aang's first firebending teacher from season 1 who is now here for some reason, and some other mishmash bullshit that we're having instead of doing great episodes like The Drill or Appa's Lost Days. I'm not gonna stop talking about it. That is a great storyline that they abandoned for no fucking.
I'm just so hungry. I don't want to kill anyone. I'm sorry. All those names. What? What are you talking about? It should have been me. Shut up!
You see this? You see this fucking bullshit? It's a perfect example of what I've been fucking saying. It's all just a fucking bad knockoff ripoff of the original. Netflix doesn't know what you're doing. Uncle Iroh shouldn't still be sad about the siege on Ba Sing Se that he failed or all the many lives that were lost. He has made peace with that. His primary problem, the proof that he has made peace with that is in how he let go of the throne, how he's trying to teach Zuko to be a better person. The real tragedy that came from his siege on Ba Sing Se was the loss of his son. Was the loss of his fucking son. That's what he's sad about. He's not sad about the people that died. He's sad about his son. He's sad about his fucking son. Netflix, how don't you understand that? And also the thief that tries to steal from him in this version just exposits his motivation that, oh, I'm not really a bad person. I don't want to steal from you. I'm just confused. There's no prompt. Uncle Iroh just trauma dumps onto him. The guy gets upset. Then he starts crying. And then he trauma dumps onto Uncle Iroh. Doesn't make any sense. There's no narrative through line. In the original, Uncle Iroh disarmed him, taught him how to actually rob people, to be a real threat, became his friend, opened up to him, and then that led the thief to be like, oh bro, you know, I don't really want to do this. I'm glad you're my friend now. I just needed someone to talk to. I'm hungry. You know, this is not really me. The script and formula is right there. Why are you doing shitty fucking remixes of the source material? You see what you're doing, Netflix? You're making my fucking dog cry. You gotta stop with this bullshit.
Avatar! Katara!
But my cabbages!
The joke only works when his cabbages get destroyed, not when people refuse to buy his cabbages. Fuck you.
If only I could have helped you.
In the original story, Uncle Iroh intentionally and purposefully sets out on a journey to go and celebrate his son Lu Ten's birthday. On this journey, he picks up little trinkets, a flower, a picnic basket, helps out little kids, oh god, English is so fucking hard. Teaches a thief how to be a better person or a better thief. I'm not quite sure. The point is, he went there intentionally. That was his mission. He was always going to go to that tree to celebrate his son's birthday. In the Netflix version, he just wanders around town, sees a political activist remembering the dead people from the siege of Ba Sing Se, gets sad, meets a thief, gets even more sad, walks him to his home, accidentally sees a tree, and then remembers, oh, maybe I could come here and, you know, think about my son. That's not how it works. There's no intent or purpose behind this version. Things are just happening because, oh, it happened in the animation, let's make it happen here. This Netflix adaptation feels a lot like you're watching a child carry action figures of characters from a cartoon TV show that they watched a while ago and just mishmashing them together with no rhyme or reason, just knowing that things need to happen, so I'm going to make things happen.
Being bullied by looters.
I don't need a lecture from you. I know about all that do-gooding crap you've been up to in that disguise yours. Healing the sick, feeding the poor.
Oh, great! On top of assassinating Jet, we also decided to make him a fucking dumbass. Katara is interrogating you and asking you about why you were bullying innocent firebenders who didn't do anything, who are just seeking refuge in Omashu. It's Omashu, right? Ba Sing Se, whichever one, the fucking Earth Kingdom city. And your rebuttal is, don't give me that crap. I know all the good things you've been doing, even though I'm a bad person who's bullying firebenders. I know you've been doing good things, so who are you to judge me, even though you're a good person who does good things? What? Are the writers of this fucking TV show smoking crack?
Instead of helping you become your own man. That wasn't right. I'm sorry.
Well, this fucking apology doesn't make any sense because Uncle Iroh has nothing to apologize for. Zuko's all-encompassing obsession with trying to capture the Avatar at every single step has consumed him and turned him into a person he doesn't even know anymore. In the process, he loses himself and Uncle Iroh has been doing nothing nothing besides trying to get him back to be who he really is, not who his father says he should be, not who society says he should be, not who he has been convinced into thinking he should be, but who he really is outside of his pursuit of the Avatar. Uncle Iroh is and has been doing the right thing. He has done nothing wrong. I don't understand what this apology is meant. Scrassy, chill. I know the show sucks. Stop crying, bro. God damn. You see what you're doing, Netflix? You're scaring my fucking dog. Jesus. Why is Uncle Iroh apologizing? He did nothing wrong. The fuck?
And whatever you choose, whatever path you walk down, I will always love you.
So if he decides to completely destroy his life in his endless pursuit of the Avatar, you're going to support him in that decision? Is that what I'm hearing? You're not going to steer him in the right way? You're not going to teach him that there's life outside of trying to capture the fucking Avatar like he did in the fucking animated TV show? I was rotting my brain while scrolling Twitter because fucking anything is better than this fucking bullshit. And I noticed a bunch of people were saying that they introduced Toph while bending on fucking sand. First of all, I was going to say that the fighting ring that they had Toph in, the what's it called, Royal Rumble, wait, let me go check. Hold on. The Earthbending tournament. The Earthbending tournament ring that they had Toph on was completely wrong in the animation. It's a big ass ring, solid rock, and there's a moat around it. And then the first layer of audience seats are cleared out because they are earthbender. They are throwing rock at each other. In this one, it's just a place, and they are very close quarters. There are seats right there. People are seated all the way up to down. You're throwing rock at each other, and there's no debris just flying off and killing important people. No? Okay, sure. But this is what I'm saying when I say Netflix doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. They had Toph bending in sand. And what's worse is they introduced her seismic sense in fucking sand. If you watch the fucking TV show, you will know for a fact she cannot see in sand.
But the sand is so loose and shifty, it makes everything look fuzzy.
This is why I've been bitching and moaning about important episodes like The Library, Upper's Lost Days, The Drill. In the library episode, it is introduced that she can't see in fucking sand. It was such a debuff. It was so much like her fucking kryptonite. It was so much like a weakness that Upper got kidnapped because of it. And that's where they introduced her. Earthbending in fucking sand. You know you fucked up when the normies on fucking Twitter are calling you out for being a dumbass. Speaking of not understanding the character, in the spirit world, you have no bending. If you have no bending, that means Toph can't earthbend. If she can't earthbend, she can't fucking see, because earthbending is an extension of her senses. That's how she sees the world.
Of course, I'm more comfortable on the ground where I can see. Well, I don't see the way you do. I feel the vibrations in the ground with my feet.
How is she moving around right now? How is she leading them into the portal? Oh, I can feel. So what the fuck are you feeling, Toph? You have no earth bending. What are we doing?
You can feel it?
Yeah, I mean, I can't bend, but the acoustics and vibrations in here are sweet.
Really? You could feel and hear the acoustics and vibrations from outside the fucking building. Toph doesn't have super fucking hearing. She has seismic sense. That's how she fucking sees. And tell me again, how exactly is she feeling the vibrations without earth bending? You see how they try to lampshade their fucking bullshit, but still ended up just revealing on themselves that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. She feels and sees the vibrations through earth bending. She doesn't have earth bending, hence she can't feel any fucking vibrations.
I hear you.
You are the Avatar. You were meant to have one foot in this world. Their small minds are incapable of comprehending my speech.
Aang, who are you talking to?
What do you mean?
They do not hear what you hear. He who knows 10,000 things
You talk human now?
And yet you still don't comprehend.
Yeah, nice comedic attempt at lampshading, but that doesn't change the fact that this is a fucking plot hole. In season 1, they couldn't speak to spirits and definitely couldn't understand this Wan-Shi-Tong spirit in particular. Why? Because you're fucking interlopers and only the Avatar can understand the spirits because he always had one foot in the spirit world. But now, out of nowhere, because the plot requires it, they can all now fucking understand him with no explanation, no change, nothing. I hate this fucking show, bro. I fucking hate it. Great. Just my lucky day. Looks like we have not one, not two, but 3 fucking character assassinations to talk about in this fucking episode. Okay, so in the original, Zuko relentlessly chases down the Avatar to the point where he finds his kidnapped bison and is about to foolishly take control over the bison to do God knows what with the bison. Nobody fucking knows. Uncle Iroh comes in because he has been tracking him down, gives him a fucking earful, curses him out, calls him out on his bullshit, raids the nigga for fucking filth, and is like, yo, you need to relax. What are you doing? And then because of that loving uncle, father figure type, what's it called, tough love speech, he's like, alright, I'ma chill. But in this one, Uncle Iroh is like, hey bro, you can make all the bad decisions you want, I'll support you no matter what. I'm the wrong person for trying to make you see the light of the world and stop trying to live up to the wishes of your dad who clearly fucking hates you. I'm the bad person here, do what you want to do. And then Zuko finds the Avatar. He doesn't find his bison, he finds the Avatar, a task that would be far easier than kidnapping a fucking bison. He finds his quote-unquote lifeless body. He can just carry him and kidnap him. But for some reason, even though he's obsessively trying to capture the Avatar is defenseless and his uncle has given him full permission to do whatever the fuck he wants. He just doesn't do it. That's character assassination. That is out of character. In the first one, he doesn't do it because, one, what are you going to do with a fucking bison? You can't kidnap a bison. It's logically and logistically incompatible to whatever the fuck this is that you want to do. And Uncle Iroh told him not to do it. Now, everything is going his way. He could just do it, but he just doesn't do it because why? He didn't do it in the animation. You don't do that. You can't do that. You can't have bullshit fucking setup and then have the same results that you got in the animation. That's what we call a logical and narrative non sequitur. Scrassy, could you stop making noise? I know the show sucks. Relax, bro. I'm trying to. The second one, fucking Professor. What's his name? Professor Zhang. Why exactly did we need to turn him into a fucking snitch? What was the point of that? Why couldn't Wan-Shi-Tong just find them? Because obviously he's keeping track of the people who are in his library for obvious malicious purposes, and then he sees them doing the malicious purposes he anticipated they would be doing. Why couldn't he just find them? Why did we have to turn Zhang? Why did we have to turn Professor Zhang into a fucking snitch? And this time it's worse and it makes no fucking sense because Professor Zhang is a lover of knowledge. All he wants to do is absorb as much knowledge as he can while being an honorable person who likes the new friends he has made. It's even worse in the Netflix adaptation because in the animation they knew Professor Zhang for like a couple hours, less than 12 hours, half a fucking day. They met him, they went to the library, and then he stayed there because, hey yo, I don't mind fucking getting drowned and buried in this fucking library for all this knowledge, bro. I love that shit so much. But in the Netflix one, he has been with them in Ba Sing Se for days. For fucking days, bro. If not fucking weeks. And then he just turns around and betrays them for literally no reason. For just no... What? Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy fucking character assassination, bro. Holy fucking character assassination. And then the third one, Sokka. Why exactly are we making... See, look, I'm all for female empowerment. I'm all for men and women being equal. I personally believe that. Fuck the fucking patriarchy. I'm not gender conforming or heteronormative in any fucking way. So, I fuck with that shit. But in our attempts to raise up women, we don't have to bring down men, especially the men that we like. Sokka's whole thing is he's the lead strategist. He's the idea guy. He's the guy that found the fucking burnt up piece of paper that said the darkest day in Fire Nation history. He's the one that went to the Fire Nation history section. He found that the stuff was burnt. The fox came to him like, yo bro, can you lead me to where this info is? He goes to the celestial telescope place thing. I don't know the fucking name.
It's a planetarium that shows the heavens moving.
Alright, good looking out, bro. He goes there and then tracks down the date. That's all Sokka. That's him. He can't bend. He can fight and he's smart. Give Sokka his fucking smarts. Don't take that shit away from him and give it to Toph, who's already fucking awesome and powerful. What are we doing? I just realized it's actually 4 character assassinations instead of 3, because by having Professor Zeng be the one that snitches to One Shi Tongue instead of him just being smart enough to realize what they are doing and track them down, you've also taken away his agency and you've made him less competent than he was in the fucking animation. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, bro. And why the fuck were you away from your library in season 1? What were you doing in a random spirit forest instead of guarding your library and absorbing all that knowledge? Alright, bro. I don't have the strength to get into the bullshit of fucking season 1, bro. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it, bro.
We're infected with ignorance, greed, and power.
Just shut your dumb ass up, bro. The fuck are you saying? You've been spending weeks with them. You know what they are doing. They are trying to take down the Fire Nation. They're not seeking power for the sake of fucking power. They are doing this for noble fucking reasons. He is the Avatar. You're on the side of the fucking Avatar. What do you mean power, lust, and greed and ignorance? Are you dumb? And this is not fucking news to you. You came here. You brought them here. You told them about the library with the intention of helping them find ways to destroy the Fire Nation. You did this. This is not, the Avatar gang lied to you and told you they came here for knowledge of, for getting knowledge for the sake of getting knowledge. They told you what they wanted right from the beginning. We're trying to destroy the Fire Nation. Oh, look, I have a library. Let me take you to the library. Now that you're at the fucking library, you're going to betray them. As if you didn't know what the fuck was happening. Oh, God, bro. I feel like this is double character assassination. This has to be. Not only did they assassinate the character from the animation, they're now assassinating the character from their own fucking Netflix show from 1 episode ago. Oh, God.
Inform me of your wrongdoing in exchange for access to this library for all eternity.
That doesn't even make any fucking sense. Once you have access to the library, you have access to the library. They didn't say, oh, you gotta be out in 30 minutes, the library is closing. In the animation, he just stayed there and got buried with the library indefinitely. What do you mean he traded what do you mean he ratted out his friends in exchange for eternal access to the library? That's not a thing. Don't you dare sit there and try to justify your dumb character assassination with an even dumber retcon.
You use what you learned here to harm your friends. You'll be the first to pay the price.
Well, since Professor Zeng just betrayed his friend, he's now your friend. And since you used the knowledge he gave you in your library to destroy him, doesn't that mean you just did exactly what he did, using knowledge you gained in the library to betray your friend? So who's gonna come eat you up now? By your logic, you're also a fucking offender and you're also a fucking infidel. Who's gonna impact our justice on you? You see how fucking dumb this fucking TV show is? So just a quick summary of the event so far. Professor Zhang in the animation met some weary travelers, made friends with the Avatar, led him to the library, found the vastest, greatest collection of knowledge his eyes have ever fucking set eyes on, went on a knowledge-seeking expedition with the fucking Avatar, then got to spend the rest of his life peacefully consuming and enjoying all that knowledge for eternity, bro. He had a happy ending. And then you know what Netflix did? They turned him into a snitch, they turned him into a dumbass, then they turned him into bird food. Because that's way better than the fucking ending he got in the animation. They know what's best. Netflix did a great job. This is what we call advancing the text. They did way better than what the fucking source material did. Clap it up. Clap it up for Netflix. Oh, they did a chef's fucking kiss, bro. Chef's fucking kiss. Kiss my fucking ass. Can someone please explain to me how the blind girl with no earthbending is running faster than the rest of Team Avatar? Oh, God, bro. She can't see. She's blind. She can't bend. She has no earth bending. She sees via earth bending. How is she running faster than all of you? How isn't she being carried right now? How isn't Sokka holding her hand as they run right now? How is she ahead of you guys? How? Oh, that's why. They had to contrive a situation to get her back to where she was in the animation so we can have this fucking dumbass scene again. Disclaimer, I'm not calling the original library episode tough trying to save the library scene dumb. I'm calling the Netflix version dumb. Just wanted to get that clear. So yeah, thanks. First of all, what the fuck is Appa going to do? Fucking airbend the fucking building to stop it from sinking? Okay. Second of all, it's not a physical it's not a physical place or location where they can be physically trapped forever. They are in the spirit world. Their exit or entry out of the library isn't dependent on a physical fucking building. They are in the spirit world. It doesn't work the same. There's no tension here. What are you doing? All that plus contrivance for this fucking dumb bullshit? Alright. And again, it's worse because in the animation, it was a whole ass library. A whole ass fully functioning giant library that a little 12-year-old girl was holding up all by herself with earth bending. Now it's just a broken down building. It's not even a full building, it's a broken down, incomplete, partial wreck of a building. She shouldn't be struggling. So now, not only is there no tension because they are in the spirit world, their entry or exit in or out of the fucking library is independent on any physical location, but the task that Toph has to uphold the physical library is so much less impactful because it's nothing. It's nowhere near as physically huge as it was before. Oh god, please kill me. Please fucking kill me, bro.
That thing does not obey the laws of physics at all.
I don't know why we keep doing this fucking bullshit, bro. I don't know why we keep doing this fucking bullshit where the bad guy waits for the good guys to rally themselves before they attack when they clearly have an open opportunity to kill them. After Wan Shi-tong kicks Jet off of him, there is a 10-second delay. There's a 10-second delay where we see Jet fall off in slow motion. Wan Shi-tong isn't doing anything. We then cut to what's her name? Toph. We then cut to Toph while she's crying that she can't save Appa. That sequence takes 20 seconds. This is happening in real time. We cut back to the library and Jet is still on the floor. Wan Shi-tong is still looking at Jet instead of the fucking Avatar people that he's supposed to be eating. At this particular point in time, Wan Shi-tong hasn't attacked Avatar and his friends. Avatar and his friends have not stood up to run away to the fucking spirit portal. And we just cut back to Jet. For 20 seconds, he has to stand up, gain his strength, pick up his fucking sword, fling it at the fucking dragon skeleton thing before he then drops on Wan Shi-tong. What the fuck was Wan Shi-tong doing for a whole fucking 50 seconds, bro? So if you're not on screen, you're not doing anything? Alright.
A few moments later.
By giving Aang the ability to calm himself down by scrolling through a few memories, you take away that deep connection Katara has with him as his lightning rod who literally grounds him to reality. So, when this scene rolls around in book 2, it's not going to mean anything. Oh, so I was right. He just looks at Appa's footprint and then he's able to calm himself down and remove himself from the avatar state. We don't need Katara's loving words or loving touch to calm him down and pull him out. He can just do that by himself by, number one, retroactively looking at memories of his fucking friend Mongiatsu and now looking at Appa's footprint. Fuck his connection to Katara. Fuck the heart of the fucking team. Fuck all that fucking bullshit. He can just do it by himself. So I was right. Thanks! I hate it! So, instead of launching a full frontal assault and having a great showcase of all their different bending styles, skills and ranges of abilities, they're just going to sneak in under some wine containers. Yeah, that's so much better. So much fucking better. Chefs.
Your Majesty?
Oh, yes. I'm King Kuei.
Yes, please, expositorily and redundantly announce your name and title as if the people who are addressing you right now didn't just refer to you by your fucking title.
We need to talk to you about the war.
Politics turns my stomach.
A few moments later.
Everything we need to defeat the Fire Nation is in there.
I can't believe I haven't heard any of this.
Bro, you literally just said politics turns your stomach, and throughout the entire season you have been avoiding seeing the Avatar because you don't want to talk about the fucking war. What the fuck do you mean you're surprised you haven't heard any of this? Scrassy, I'm ripping Netflix a new asshole. Can you relax? Jesus!
Where did you take Appa?
Aang, don't.
I know it was you! Where is Appa?
Well, that was an entirely contrived situation just to discredit Avatar and his friends and paint him as a threat who can't be trusted. Where did Appa come from? Appa was not part of the discussion at all. Nothing prompted Aang to bring up Appa. Long Fang didn't do nothing. The Earth King didn't do nothing. Why are you now asking about Appa? Where did that come from? Oh my god, bro, the plot controversies in this fucking dumbass TV show goes fucking crazy, bro. They go crazy. And you didn't even need to do this. Long Fang had them hook, line, and sinker. Checkmate. Is it singer or sinker? I don't fucking know. I don't fish for fish. You didn't need to do this. Long Fang already had them called Toph a fucking race traitor, or is it betrayer traitor, called Katara a thief, called what's his name, Sokka a spy, made Aang guilty by association. You didn't need to do this. Why are we doing this? Oh god. And the fact that Aang is now just entering and leaving the Avatar state in like at the drop of a dime with little to no friction at all. He just enters and then he leaves. No catastrophe, no nothing. He does it like 5 times every fucking episode now. It's like you're diminishing the effect of the Avatar fucking state. This is no longer like his fucking Hawk moment where he hawks out and like, oh shit's about to go down. You know by the time he enters, 5 seconds later he's back down. So you're just oh god.
Escort the Avatar and his friends home.
The fuck do you mean escort them home? How aren't they under arrest right now for attempted murder and conspiracy to overthrow the king?
From the moment that we met him.
How was I supposed to know? He was helping us. Obviously, he wasn't. What about the people you trusted?
Yeah, Professor Zay was a real winner.
Yes, because watching Team Avatar. Yes, because Scrassy, please, bro, can you relax? Yes, because watching Team Avatar argue about bureaucratic Oh God. Yes, because watching Team Avatar argue about inconsequential bureaucratic bullshit is a lot more interesting than watching them dismantle the drill, fight the sandbenders, or storm the fucking castle. Nice. None of all this bullshit was in the original show, by the way. They pointlessly created all this brand new storyline argumentative bullshit instead of doing the good shit that we already like from the animated show.
I have to save the world. And you can all pretend to get it. You don't have any idea. The only one who cared was Appa.
Okay, look, I love Appa as much as the next Avatar The Last Airbender superfan, but watching a human being tell a bunch of his friends that they don't understand him and his pet animal cared more about his sacred holy mission more than they do is just fucking goofy. He's a fucking animal. He doesn't understand half of what the fuck you're doing most of the time. But yeah, sure, this is way better than the fucking drill storyline.
You know what? Carry yourself from now on.
It's so funny watching him systematically piss everyone off, chase them away, calm down, then proceed to chase Katara away. Oh god. Bro wasn't satisfied with pissing off 2 of his friends. He had to kick the last one away too. Scrassy.
I served under the dragon. I deserted the dragon.
I can't fathom the concept of putting Zhong in the live-action Netflix Avatar The Last Airbender TV show and not have him serve as the conduit through which Aang learns the very painful lesson that firebending is very, very dangerous. Oh my god, bro. They gave them the fucking collab. I was joking, you guys. I was joking. Why did you take the piss? Nobody asked for a fucking blue spirit painted lady fucking collab, bro. Nobody needs this. The concept of two of them still fighting with the Dai Li when they could just be easily swallowed up or captured by the earth that they are standing on, that the Dai Li bends, is insane, but sure. This manufactured concept of an avatar door makes no sense because each bender from all 4 nations can just come together and open any door that's meant for the avatar. Heck, you don't even need a fucking bender, just get a team of engineers and they can find a way to propel water, air, fire and earth into those holes and they can open the door. This is dumb. Did anybody think about this at Netflix before writing it down and putting it into the fucking show? No? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Gotcha.
Well, that was a little bit flirtatious. If you combine that with the Cave of Two Lovers episode from last season, then we might have another Folgers Coffee Christmas incest commercial situation on our hands. The concept of giving tough provisions for eye holes in her fucking cage is killing me, bro.
That's impossible. I'm Toph Beifong, and I invented metal bending.
Well, actually, the line is, I am the greatest earthbender in the world. Don't you two dunderheads ever forget it. But, a cool substitute would have been, I am Toph Beifong and I just invented metal bending. Not, I am Toph Beifong and I invented metal bending. Saying it the way she just said it makes it sound like it was something she did in the past a long time ago. But my version, my editorial revision makes it sound like it just happened. I am Toph Beifong and I just invented metal bending. How did you manage to fuck up the invention of metal bending? What the fuck?
I'm the greatest earthbender in the world!
I love to be that guy. So, in the animation, while being consumed by the adrenaline from fucking inventing metal bending, she jumps from top of the carriage, makes a giant cannonball crater when she lands, rises from the ashes, then immediately starts rock sliding with 2 giant earth boulders beneath her feet. It's so fucking amazing, bro. But in this one, she just says the thing, stomps her feet, and then starts rock sliding with two tiny puny pebbles beneath her feet. Ugh, so fucking unimpressive. How are you actively losing aura to a cartoon that was made 20 years ago? The formula is right there, just copy it! I don't know why you're still holding your stick and hugging Appa with just one hand. In the animation, you jumped on his head and hugged him and cried. But, I
missed you so much.
Yeah, I can tell.
This is the way out. I can feel it.
Well, that's a fucking lie. The way out doesn't exist. The way out is just you earthbending a giant hole in the roof like you did with Appa and then flying away like you've been doing throughout season 1. This is just another contrived plot point to get you to a major set piece from the animation. In the animation, the tunnel they used to get to the cave was a lot deeper and would have required a lot more effort to go back the same way they came, so they had to find a new way out of the cave. But in the live action, they made the cave a lot more hollow than it originally was, so them looking for a new way out doesn't make any fucking sense. Just make another hole in the roof and fly out, and what are you doing? I love how Azula just stood there and watched him activate the avatar state for a full 1 minute without doing nothing. She could have shot lightning in his fucking face and ended the whole thing, but no, she watched him go to the spirit world, come back with the avatar state, float and show, oh, what's happening? Oh. Oh god. Well, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Are you guys being intentionally stupid? The scar is on his back, not on his chest. How is he going to get shot with lightning through his chest and then get a scar on his back? What? No. Katara, are you dumb? You saw him get shot in the chest. I know you saw him get shot in the chest. I saw you see me see you see him get shot in the fucking chest, Katara. Why are you raising his back? Why are you going to his back? Netflix, please. You have my Instagram. Can someone please DM me from Netflix and explain? Can someone please DM me from Netflix and explain to me why Katara is healing his back right now when she very clearly saw him get shot in the chest? No, please. Oh no, bro. Oh no, they they killed the Avatar. The main protagonist is dead. Who's gonna be the lead of season 3? Oh no, Avatar is dead. Fuck off, Netflix. Subscribe to my Patreon. Fuck this fucking TV show. Subscribe to my Patreon. Give me all your money. Do it now. Alright, bye.
Aang. Aang.
Nope, no revelatory post-credit scene where he wakes up and reveals to be alive. They actually want us to believe that he's dead? Huh.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.